got over there, there was a group, they was like dressed in grunge and stuff. And I don't know if they were anarchists or troublemakers or not. They were trying to be peaceful, it looked like. But they was blocking the road. They had an old intersection blocked. And they had like caution tape put up. So I figured they maybe had a permit or something. You know, they was all yelling and screaming. So I got up there and got in the middle of them, was giving some cards out and things like that. Then this government Cadillac Escalade came through the barricade, and they said, nobody threw the yellow tape, nobody threw the yellow tape. And about 6 of them ran over and started hitting it with their fist and kicking it and banging on the hoods and the windows and stuff like that, like they were trying to get in the car or something. The guy that was organizing it ran over there, and I told him to be peaceful, don't hit the black cars, don't hit the black cars, is what he said.
This was on September 1st in front of the RNC.
Well, yeah, but a few blocks back. It was quite a bit over the ways back from the NRC. It was on the way walking up to the Capitol for more protesting.
How many protesters did you have there with your group?
Just 4.
Just
the guys here, Al and.
You really just handing out information. You're handing out information. Really.
Yeah, information cards. I'm a war protester anyway.
There were 10, 20,000 total.
Oh God, no, hell, there's more than that, dude. There was way over 20,000.
How many anarchists were there?
Well, the only ones I saw was probably a dozen. But anyway, I'm sure there might have been more. I don't know.
Well, go on with your story.
But anyways, that happened. I went back and told my friends. I said, "Man, you better lace your tennis shoes up tight because it might be after this." Well, anyway, we went up and protested, dude. It was all peaceful. Met nice people. There was all kind of different groups. Iraq veterans against war, parents against war, Hispanics for housing against war. I mean, it was food for instead of bomb people, and there was all kind of maybe 150 these kind of splinter groups like that. And it was all peaceful. Hell, talked to all kind of people and everything. But when it was over with, we hung around for a while, almost talking to people, and you could tell most of the crowd was already all dispersed and everything. But when we got back out and tried to get across the street, all the police was they had every damn road blocked. And I'm talking about some cops that was bigger than I am. Them some bitches was about 6'3", 6'4", and all dressed up in that riot gear and stuff like that. Well, me and my friend, we started, saying, hey, you guys took an oath in the Constitution. All I want to do is go over here to the other side of these damn trees to get to my truck. That's all no further I had to go. No, you ain't going nowhere. They wouldn't let anybody through. They was letting people out, but they wasn't letting people in. So it was kind of weird. And then I was, where's your damn badges at? Ain't none of them had goddamn badge. I think that maybe they was Blackwater agents or something. And a lot of them was from out of town. And one guy said he thought they was military.
Yeah.
A lot of them wasn't policemen.
Stormtroopers.
A lot of them wasn't policemen. But anyway, this went on for probably 2 hours like that. So they finally told us if we could get a cab and get through here, we'll let a cab go through. So we found a cab to go through, and couldn't get through the cab either, so we had to circle all the way around town. And when we got back to the truck, which was probably half a mile away from all this shit, them frickin' cops were still assembling. There was more of them and more of them. They were coming in minivans, just like expresses. And they was blocking intersections. They was getting out. They was putting on more storm gear. So we got up to the bridge up there. This is before we got to our car. We walked up to where the bridge was. There was a bunch of people gathered and a bunch of cops and stuff. And down below us, they were tear gas and it might have been the flash bomb because it gives off like a purple color or something. It was something like down there like that. And they were chasing them. And one of the guys told me, he said, yeah, earlier they had the army down there chasing them and beating them. And then they turned them riot cops loose on them. Well, when we got back going to our car, like I said, they were massing everywhere these cops were. And I'm tell you something, they had a little damn look in their eyes, the ones I talked to. It was like, just give me the word, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? They had that look in their eyes like they were programmed for
Nothing
it.
better for it.
What did they do with the anarchists?
I don't know. I guess they locked them up. Guy told me last night he heard they locked up 285 on the BBC.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there was more than that. But I'm telling you something, in my opinion, I wouldn't know it for a fact, but I've seen a lot of this kind of stuff before. When they get that many police together like that, and they got all that damn riot gear on, they're gonna turn them bastards loose, because it was peaceful, dude. And when everybody had left, it was pretty obvious that the town was pretty well kind of cleaned down. They were still amassing and they were still putting gear on. So I told my friends, I said, you watch and see, there's going to be a bunch of more trouble tonight. And they're going to wait all these Republicans get out of town and everything, and then they're going to turn them cops loose on anybody they can find. If they got any kind of shirt on or sign, or they're going to beat the hell out of anybody in town they can find. They keep them from coming by. And evidently that's what happened, because it went from 13 arrests to 285 arrests shortly after dark. So that's all what I saw of it.
Thanks, sir. You're a
Yeah,
true
man.
patriot.
It was kind of crazy.
Get that on YouTube. The people